They force another turnover. Clark, the quick pass, whips it right to Cunningham. 500 career assists for Caitlin Clark, the fastest to do it in WNBA history.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Caitlin Clark is officially making WNBA history once again, and honestly, at this point, it feels like every single game she's adding another legendary accomplishment to her resume. Because on Thursday night against the Golden State Valkyries, Caitlin Clark reached another unbelievable milestone that has the entire basketball world talking right now. Now, earlier this season, Caitlin Clark already cracked the Indiana Fever's top 5 all-time assists leaders list during a game against the Washington Mystics. At that moment, Clark had already piled up 471 career assists, passing multiple Fever legends and moving right behind her current teammate, Kelsey Mitchell, on the franchise list. And remember, she did all of this in basically record time. But against Golden State, Caitlin Clark took things to a completely different level. During the second quarter, Clark fired an incredible cross-court pass straight to Sophie Cunningham for the bucket, and with that assist, Caitlin Clark officially recorded her 500th career WNBA assist. That alone would already be impressive, but the crazy part is the history she made in the process. Caitlin Clark became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach both 1,000 career points and 500 career assists. She accomplished that feat in only 59 games. For comparison, that's 23 games faster than WNBA legend Sue Bird and 25 games faster than Sabrina Ionescu. That is absolutely insane company to be in this early in her professional career. And it gets even crazier. Now that Clark has crossed the 500 assists mark, she officially qualifies for the all-time assists per game rankings in WNBA history. Caitlin Clark currently averages 8.6 assists per game for her career, which is the highest mark the league has ever seen. Courtney Vandersloot currently sits second at 6.6 assists per game, while Sabrina Ionescu is third at 5.9. Clark's passing ability has always separated her from everybody else, dating all the way back to her Iowa days, where she dominated women's college basketball. Right now, Caitlin Clark is already third all-time in women's college basketball history with 1,144 career assists, ahead of both Courtney Vandersloot and Sabrina Ionescu. And if Caitlin Clark stays healthy and keeps playing at this pace, there's a real possibility she could eventually challenge Sue Bird's all-time WNBA assists record of 3,234. That's still a massive number to chase, but the fact that Clark is already being mentioned in the same conversation as Sue Bird tells you everything you need to know. One of the greatest Iowa athletes of all time is already turning into one of the biggest stars the WNBA has ever seen. Don't even know where to start with this game because this was one of the most frustrating Indiana Fever games I've watched in a long time. There's barely over a minute left in the game, the score is sitting at 90-88, and the entire atmosphere just feels chaotic right now. Caitlin Clark just turned the ball over, the crowd is going crazy, and you can tell the pressure in the building is absolutely insane. But honestly, the biggest problem tonight wasn't even Caitlin Clark, it was the officiating. These WNBA referees completely took over this basketball game. I mean, flopping was happening all over the court tonight, whistles were being blown every other possession, and the flow of the game was just destroyed. This matchup went absolutely nothing like I expected it to go, not even close. Now, despite all the chaos, Caitlin Clark still managed to make history tonight. And honestly, that's what makes her special. Even during a frustrating game where everything feels stacked against her, she still finds a way to create legendary moments. Clark officially recorded her 500th career assist on an incredible pass to Sophie Cunningham, and with that play, she added another milestone to her already unbelievable WNBA career. But man, it really did feel like tonight was Target Caitlin Clark night. That's genuinely the vibe this game gave off. Every little bump felt like a whistle against Indiana, and every moment of momentum got interrupted by officiating. And look, shout out to Raven Johnson because she showed up and brought energy tonight. But Kelsey Mitchell has to move the ball more. Every single time she touched the basketball, Golden State already knew she was about to shoot it. Defenders were swiping at the ball immediately because the offense became way too predictable. At some point, you have to trust your teammates and make the extra pass. The foul numbers were ridiculous, too. Indiana Fever getting hit with 24 fouls compared to Golden State sitting around 19 or 20 just tells you how uneven this game felt. And then Stephanie White kept switching Caitlin Clark on and off the ball nonstop. One possession, she's running the offense. Next possession, she's standing in the corner. Then she sat for a huge stretch in the third quarter. It just made no sense. And defensively, Indiana Fever still have major rebounding issues. Golden State had 37 total rebounds, including 29 defensive rebounds. That cannot happen if you're trying to close out games. And seriously, somebody explain to me why Aaliyah Boston never seems to get a fair whistle, because at this point, it's becoming impossible not to notice. Look at this. Look at this right here. How the hell are the Indiana Fever supposed to win when this is what's happening? Look at this flop. She didn't even get hit. She didn't even get touched in the head, dog. She did not get hit in the head. Y'all see this, bro? This has been happening all game long. This has literally been going on the entire night, bro. I don't know what it is, but Caitlin Clark just cannot get into rhythm at the Chase Center for the life of her tonight. She had 2 absolutely crucial turnovers late in the game. Damn, dog. Damn. That's really all I can say right now. Oh my goodness, bro. How many points does Caitlin Clark have right now? Caitlin Clark has 16 points. She made all of her free throws tonight. She also has 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. But shooting-wise, it's been rough. She's just 3 of 12 from the field and 2 of 6 from three-point range. Now, Indiana Fever was shooting 44% from 3 going into halftime. 44%, dog. But at one point in this game, the Golden State Valkyries went on a massive 13-2 run. And after that run, Indiana Fever completely fell apart offensively. Their three-point percentage dropped all the way down to 32%. They were at 44% from 3 going into halftime, and then everything completely collapsed. And these damn referees, my goodness, man. Between the officiating and the constant stoppages, this has been a horrible basketball game to watch. Just a horrible game overall. Indiana Fever shot 29 of 70 from the field, and honestly, it felt even worse than that while watching live. Golden State Valkyries had 11 blocks tonight, and the majority of those blocks felt like they came against Kelsey Mitchell. Every time Kelsey Mitchell attacked the basket, somebody was waiting there to send the shot back. And Caitlin Clark looked furious tonight, just completely frustrated the entire game. Honestly, I can't even blame CC at this point. The energy of this game has been awful from start to finish. Right now, they're doing some kind of timeout or booth review. I honestly don't even know anymore, bro. I rushed straight into the studio while watching this game on my phone because everything happening feels insane right now. Okay, now it looks like Golden State Valkyries head coach Natalie Nakase is challenging a play. But again, bro, the referees completely changed the flow of this game. They altered everything. The momentum, the pace, the emotions, all of it. Just unbelievably frustrating to watch. Oh my goodness, bro. The foul by Burton. So here it is, y'all. Here, look at this. Look at this, bro. Official review for... She hit her all in the face. Veronica Burton has been on Caitlin Clark all game. All game. Veronica Burton made it her business to disrupt Caitlin and just be a pester the entire game. Bro, I can't even lie. She balled out. Veronica Burton definitely balled. But this is the play right here that is holding up the game. Caitlin Clark is notoriously inconsistent in these types of games. And look, this was not a disastrously bad game for Caitlin Clark. Let's make that clear. Was it a bad game? Yes, absolutely. But I wouldn't put it in the completely disastrous category. The biggest issue is this. If just one of Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, or Aaliyah Boston truly shows up offensively, Indiana Fever probably wins this game. Honestly, if Lexi Hull gives them a little more late in the game, they probably win too. And let's not ignore the officiating either. If the referees correctly call the flagrant foul when Veronica Burton catches Caitlin Clark in the face with the elbow, Indiana Fever probably goes to overtime. That was a massive missed call in a crucial moment. The frustrating part is you can walk away from this game saying almost everybody played poorly outside of Raven Johnson, and Indiana Fever still had every opportunity to steal the game late. That's what makes this whole thing so confusing. And Kelsey Mitchell, my goodness, I've honestly never seen anything like those final mistakes. Indiana Fever gets the lead with around 2 minutes left, and then Kelsey Mitchell randomly grabs Veronica Burton off the ball for absolutely no reason. Veronica Burton knocks down the free throws. Then on the next possession, Kelsey Mitchell fouls Gabby Williams on a fading mid-range jumper for no reason at all. Gabby Williams misses both free throws, and then Lexi Hull forgets to box out. Temi Fugbenle ends up fighting for the rebound situation, and the entire sequence just became a complete disaster. It honestly felt like a total calamity of mistakes from almost every Indiana Fever player on the floor late in the game, outside of Sophie Cunningham. Kelsey Mitchell committed 2 of the most boneheaded fouls imaginable. Caitlin Clark had 2 brutal turnovers late. Aaliyah Boston missed a very makeable look near the rim where she probably should have attacked the defender stronger and forced contact. Lexi Hull forgot to rebound in a critical moment. That's why this game is so difficult to evaluate. Indiana Fever looked terrible offensively, defensively, passing-wise, communication-wise, and effort-wise. Golden State Valkyries honestly looked like the better team for most of the night. And somehow, despite all of that, Indiana Fever still had a chance to win the game at the end. So I honestly don't know whether to view this as a positive or a negative. Is it encouraging that Indiana Fever played one of their worst games imaginable and still almost won? Or is it alarming that they looked completely outmatched despite having opportunities? The only player that truly gets a pass tonight is Raven Johnson. She showed up, competed hard, and brought energy consistently. Outside of Raven Johnson, nobody on Indiana Fever should feel good about this performance. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coverage.